Hello, we're the Design for America UT Austin team, and we're excited to tell you about what we've been working on for the Cultivating Changemakers project. I'm Albert Escobedo III, the team lead on this project. I'm a third-year Arts and Entertainment Technology student here at UT working on a design strategy certificate.
Hi, I'm Ria. I am a advertising and studio art major with a minor in entrepreneurship and a certificate in design strategies.
Hi, I'm Wen, and I am a first year majoring in unspecified business, and I intend to major in management information system.
I'm Grace. I'm a third year student studying business and liberal arts.
And I am Ivana. I'm a four-year student at the University of Texas, where I'm studying public relations, international relations, social entrepreneurship, and UX design. We're the UT Austin team, and we're glad that you're listening to our presentation, and we're actually very excited to tell you what we have been working on for the past semester. So let's get started. To start, we wanted to tell you a story about a girl named Susie, who happens to be living in a very complex world. Susie lives in a world where 820 million people go to bed hungry, and they don't know where their next meal is gonna come from. A world where 130 million girls don't have access to quality education just because they are girls. A world where 2 billion people, including children, don't have access to something so basic such as clean and safe drinking water. To make matters even worse, Susie lives in a world where climate change and rising carbon emissions are threatening her community and everything she has ever known. Yes, I know, Susie's world sounds familiar, and Susie's world is full of problems. However, let me tell you something else about Susie's world. She lives in a world where young people are making an impact, either by telling global leaders to reduce their carbon emissions or helping girls have access to their basic human right to education. Susie admires all of those young people who are making an impact. In fact, Susie actually feels lost because she admires people who are making an impact. She wants to make an impact. She's frustrated by all the problems the world has, which are many, yet she doesn't know where to start. She doesn't know what she's passionate about, and she doesn't even know which skills she needs to make a change. So I know you want to get to know Susie. So let's get to know Susie now.
Now that we know a bit about the world that Susie lives in, let's get to know Susie herself. Susie is about to be a freshman in high school and doesn't really know what this next stage of her life should look like. She has big dreams, but she's shy, quiet, and hasn't been involved in her local community as much as she wants to, but she wants to change that. She's been inspired by other young changemakers and has been interested in embarking on the path to becoming one herself. But Susie doesn't know how to get started creating the change she wants to see in the world. She cares about stepping out of her comfort zone, but doesn't know how to get involved in her community, collaborate with her peers, or understand the problems that she's trying to address. Though she's keen on acting on her goals, she feels reserved because oftentimes her opinions are not taken as seriously because of her age. This is an issue that is apparent with many people like Susie that we have sought to understand. Susie is also seeking the validation she would need to become a changemaker, but is lacking the education, resources, and community that she needs to affect her own local community. So how do we empower students like Susie with the tools, connections, and confidence to be changemakers? And after they become changemakers, how do we support their efforts continuously? So we know that Susie is frustrated when it comes to change making because she doesn't know where to start, she doesn't have the resources she needs, and she doesn't have a community to validate her efforts. We've developed 2 programs to help Susie on her path to becoming a change maker. Let's see what that experience looked like in a Zoom call with Susie and a YMCA representative.
Hi Susie, I'm Mary. I'm a representative from the YMCA Changemakers, and I got your email regarding concerns and how to start your own change-making journey. So I have 2 programs for the YMCA Changemakers that I'd love to explain to you whenever you're ready to hear about them.
Hey Mary, thanks for taking the time to have this video call with me, and I would love to hear about these programs.
Okay, great. So the first program that you can participate in is a YMCA Changemakers summer camp. So this program will be about 2 weeks long and it takes place at your local Y. During this program, you'll hear from different change makers and on about various issues from finding your passion to engaging with your community. You will also get to learn about design thinking, participate in empathy building activities, and collaborate with nonprofit organizations and other students. Lastly, you will get the chance to reflect on your own experiences. Is there anything that stands out to you so far?
Yeah, I haven't heard about design thinking and empathy building before. Can you please tell me more about them?
Yeah, design thinking is a process that prioritizes empathizing other people's needs and then developing solutions that meet those pain points that you identified. So during our program, one of the activities you'll participate in is an empathy exercise where you'll get to work with a partner to understand their ideal method of gift giving. You will learn how to conduct interviews by asking pointed questions that dig deeper and how to interpret that information to devise solutions that specifically aid your partner's issues. The goal of the exercises are so that you are properly equipped with the tools to enact change. And just in case you're getting a little overwhelmed or worried, don't be. As you can see on this slide, this is what one of our alumni had to say. She came in not knowing what she wanted to do to help people, but always stuck with the sentiment that she needed to understand the people around her to impact sustainable change.
That is so reassuring to hear. I want to make changes, but I didn't know where to start. I think keeping that framework in mind of always trying to empathize with people will be the best way to make changes. And Mary, can you also tell me what's included in the rotational volunteering program?
Yeah, so the rotational experience will allow you to go beyond the classroom and work with other nonprofit organizations on the issue that you specifically are passionate about. So, our past program members have found that this was an aspect that was especially useful for helping them develop a passion. By being in an environment that allowed them to experience the things that they always felt were lacking in their community, they felt like that gave them the space to make changes.
That's really good to hear, and I would love to learn how to implement the skills and lessons I've learned in design thinking and expect events to solve real life, tangible problems.
Great.
But Mary, what if I can't attend the program physically or don't have the resources to do so? Are there any other options?
Yes, of course. So the YMCA also offers a self-paced online changemaker certificate, which is the second program I was going to bring up. So in this program, you'll gain the same tools that you would gain with the summer camp, but in an online platform. And you'd also get the opportunity to build an online network from the comfort of your own home. So this is an example of the online program and what it will look like. So each week you'll get to complete a module, homework assignment, and a workshop. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, what do the weekly module and the homework assignments look like?
Yeah, so each module will be focused on a different topic. As you can see on the screen right now, this is the first module and it gives you an overview of all the topics that you'd be going over in the online program. So after you complete the module, you'll get to watch a TED Talk video that's related to the modules for homework.
Oh, okay, cool. And I also noticed that there's a workshop on the homepage as well. What does that cover?
Yeah, so each week has its own workshop assignment. And after you've completed it, you'll get to connect with another cohort member to discuss it. This will be one of the ways that you'll be able to build your community.
I've never gotten the chance to be a part of a community that cares about helping people, but I've always wanted to prioritize it. Are there any other ways that your program helps members to build a community?
Yes, of course. That's always something that we want to prioritize. And we want to make sure that we're creating an inclusive environment where you learn from and help each other. So, in addition to getting to share ideas and thoughts on those weekly assignments, you also get paired with your cohort members that share the same interests as you to work with a nonprofit.
We've told you about Susie, but where did she come from? We created Susie using insights we gleaned from numerous young people and students we interviewed. Susie represents all the young people the YMCA could impact if it implements these solutions. The YMCA is looking to connect with young people, and these solutions provided the perfect avenue to do so. After surveying and prototyping with numerous students, we found that the vast majority of them would be interested in participating in these programs. The YMCA needs only to implement them. After everything we've learned, we're confident that these solutions will help empower young people to in turn change the world. Using its existing knowledge of facilitating programs like youth and government, the YMCA is perfectly positioned to put these programs into action. Moreover, our solutions align with the YMCA's two key values: improving the lives of individuals and improving communities. By empowering young people to gain confidence and knowledge of how to make a difference around them, the YMCA propels them towards success, improving their own lives. Additionally, that knowledge and confidence will help them improve their own communities throughout their lives, thereby improving the communities around them as well. Thank you so much for your time.